Hi guys, welcome to Karlpopewoodcraft. In today's video I'm going to be adding some much needed air filtration system, and what we've done is we've purchased this Record Power AC400 two-stage air filter. It comes with remote control and 3 speeds and a time delay. So what we're going to do is unbox it, see what we've got in there, and then we're going to look at install it, and then we're going to give it an initial test. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to get the air hose and we're going to blast air all over the workshop, and then we're going to see how much this picks up and how clean the workshop is after we've done that. Normally we'll give the workshop a good tidy, blast all the air about, and then it settles all back down again where you have to re-sweep and do that several times. So today hopefully that's going to save us a lot of hassle, and it's also, because it cleans the air down to 1 micron, hopefully we're going to save our lungs a lot of dirt as well and keep us a lot healthier and cleaner. So as you can see, this is how it's arrived. A little bit of damage to the box, but that's what I expect with couriers. I purchased the air filter from a third-party supplier then called Turner's Retreat, and they're based in Doncaster in Yorkshire. Well protected in the box, polystyrene, and you can see where that dint took place, where it doesn't look like it's affected the machine at all. It's a big old unit then, let's have a look how big it is. It says it's suitable for small to medium sized workshops with the amount of filtration that it does. So we've got 430mm across 17 inches and 515mm and just over 20 inches. 10 inches high and 260mm. So it's quite a fair size. Let's have a look then, see what we get in the box. 1x remote control, 4 large hooks with protective plastic on there, another 4 large hooks, 4 nuts, and the chains to hang it from, 4 chains, a couple of batteries for the remote. I'll have a quick read of the instructions off camera, see how I'm going to install it. Then you guys can see me install it. We'll give it a test run, we'll take it back down, and we'll have a look at the filters, and then you'll also know to change the filters if needed. I've had a good look at the instructions, and now we're ready to go. The first thing we're going to do is open the back so you can see the air filtration system itself and how clean it is at the minute before we do our test run. All you've got then is 2 little clips here, which you just push up. The filtration system, the first part, comes out, and it's cardboard with mesh inside, and then the second part just pulls out, and you can see how clean it is at the minute, and you can see it's well sealed around the edges, and then that's just inside the machine. So that's how simple it'll be to change them, and I'm pretty sure you can blow these out with air to give them a clean in between buying new ones. Obviously you'll have to be delicate not to damage any of the filtration system, and then you just place it back in, clips on, easy as that. To hang this to the ceiling then, you've got 4 bolts on the top already in situ. You can remove these with a 10mm spanner or a Phillips 2 screwdriver. Just remove one of these. This is the last one I've got to put on. You get your hook with a protective plastic on, and then you get a locking nut. Place your locking nut onto your hook. I'm screwing mine all the way down to the end for maximum head height when I hang this on the ceiling. And then just place it in the hole and tighten it up. When you get it to where you want it to, all you need to do is tighten the locking nut up. That holds your hook securely in position at the height you want it. Placement of the unit then, guys, you can hang it anywhere you want really in the workshop. You can even place it on a workbench. It does say in the instructions if you're putting it on sawhorses to clamp it down. The optimum placement, however, is 2,130mm above the floor level and away from any extraction fans. My extraction fan is right on the other side of the workshop over there. So I'm placing my fan above here. The reason why I'm putting it here is because I've got my small bandsaw here and some sanding equipment that's directly above there where I get quite a lot of dust. It's also well away from the extraction fan over there, and there's nothing else here. I'm not going to be banging my head off it off it because I don't go into this area at all. And yeah, it's going to be blocking a bit of light coming through there, but I'm not too worried about that, and it doesn't stop me accessing anything around this area. So that's my optimal position. I can see here I've got a joist there and there, so I'm going to try and use one of them for the first hanger. And I know I've got a pretty solid ceiling here with 18mm plywood on there, so I've got a decent enough fixing. It's not that heavy. I'm going to go about 10 inches away from the window. That's 255mm, and that'll give us enough clearance for the airflow at the back. That's solid as a rock in the joist there. Right, now for the next one. For the next one, I'm going to measure the distance apart, and we're looking at 14 inches. Again, 350mm-ish. I don't have a joist here, so let's see how well this one takes. 18mm ply, so it should be alright. Feels tight. I might have actually hit a noggin here. That's fortunate, because that feels tight. There we go. And I'll do the same with the other two, measure the distance apart and install them there. All 4 hooks are now in position on the ceiling, so what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the chains to the height we required, and these split rings here, you can just put your fingernail in there, pop them off, and then put them anywhere on the chain where you want. As you can see, I've got mine quite close to the top hook, and that's so we've got more head height. So I'll adjust them now, and then we'll pop it up and give it a good test run. Right then, quick rethink. It's a bit taking up too much room there, isn't it? It's a bit close to my head. So what we're going to do is swap it around 90 degrees so it's facing that way. And I think that'll still be in an ideal position, and move it up slightly. So a little rejig and then we'll get back to you. Alright, as you can see guys, we've just had a little shimmy around with that stool, and that's miles better now. Loads of clearance above my head here, and we can still access all these tools here perfectly, and it's just in a great location. So some things to consider then. This is the front, not the side with the lights on. So you want this area facing into the room, because the dust is getting sucked into here through the 2-stage filter, and then your fresh air is coming out of this side. So although this looks like the front, it's got the controls and stuff like that on it, this is actually the front. It draws it in through there, and then you get clean air out the back. Probably not great having it in a corner. We've given ourselves a good couple of feet here for the fresh air to come out, but at least our filtration system side is facing into the room where it's going to absorb most of the dust. On the control switch then, you've got the off button there at the top, the red one. The next one down is for the on button in the low, medium and high fan, and then the next one is the timer, 1, 2 or 3 hours. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a little tidy up in the workshop, and then we're going to get the Katsu leaf blower, and we're going to blow all the dust into the air. We're going to set it on for an hour. We're going to leave the workshop. We're going to come back and check the filters, see how clean they are, or how dirty they are, in fact, because we want them to be filthy really, and we want the workshop to look nice and clean. Then we'll give them a little blowout and see, and just give it a basic test and see how it does for its first initial use. Right guys, here goes for the test. Jacob's got the Katsu leaf blower, so we're now going to blow. We've had a little tidy up, and now Jake's going to blow as much dust into the air as possible. Blast all the walls, all the shelves, under the workbenches, everywhere. Get all the crap up in the air. Try and give the place a real good clean. We're going to turn the fan on for 1 hour, and then we're going to see how it works. Put our reses on and our goggles on now. Get everything blown in the air. We've got the door wide open as well. Let whatever we can blow outside, and then we'll shut the door, lock up, leave that running for an hour. See how it does. It's been just over an hour now. We're going to take the machine down off the ceiling, and we're going to have a look at the filters and see what it's done. The shop looks a lot cleaner than it normally does. There's a little bit of surface dust landed, which is obvious anyway, but we'll take it down and have a look what it sucked out the air. Right guys, look, there's stage 2 of the filter, which looks really clean still. So this is the one that gets it down to the really small microns, down to 1 micron. And yeah, that's brilliant. Still quite clean. There's the front of the stage 1 filter, and as you can see, that's filthy. Quite clean at the back still. But all I'm going to do now is give that a dust off outside, and then put it all back together. Initial use then and setup of the Record Power AC400, and I think it's a success. The shop's a lot cleaner after one initial use on a 1 hour setting, and the filters are still in pretty good nick as well. Well, really good actually. We'll give them a little blow off now, insert them back inside, and that's it. Our lungs are going to be a lot safer and a lot cleaner. So if you've got any questions, I know I didn't go through all the specs and stuff like that, but I don't really find that interesting, to be honest. And as long as it does the job, that's all I'm interested in. And you can see them online anyway if you go have a look at the shop. So if you liked what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're a regular subscriber and you enjoy the content, don't forget you can support the channel through either one-off donations on PayPal, the new channel membership on YouTube, and Patreon. You get access to extra feed through of content on the Patreon and the channel membership in the community section, and your name in the credits at the end of the video. Catch you next week guys on the summer challenge, which is being run by Vic at Down Under Woodworks. So see you later guys, and bye.